Hello, my name is Chris Peck, and you're watching Austin Underground. We're here with Screamin J, bright and early this morning, and let's get started here. All right, so first question is kind of a very basic, easy one. At least I hope it is. Where'd you guys get the idea for the name Screamin J? Like, what does it mean? Where did it come from? All that type of stuff.
Screamin J originally was my solo name that I went by, and then I met Jess, and we also starts the letter J,
Yeah.
so it worked out. Screamin J. Do a little bit of screaming, in the band. So it's...
Yeah, I want to talk about that screaming because you guys have a very unique style. Do you want to talk about how you developed that unique style, like where it come from, how has it shaped over the years?
I think it comes from I've been in many bands over the years, different styles. My musical taste, personally listening to music, is so diverse.
Mm-hmm.
I like everything from like Tori Amos to the Pixies to black metal.
Yeah.
And we wanted to create something that was different, something that was loud, more abrasive than what's going on in the Austin music scene. There's currently, a few other noise bands that are really great right now coming up, and it's we just kind of wanted to, be something different, something original.
Has being so unique and so different, have you found that being difficult to find different concerts and different places, find an audience for you guys?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's kind of hard because, like we said, it's kind of a scene that's not really here in Austin, and that's kind of why we focused on it, because it's a fun genre that I think that should be, kind of exploited out. It's definitely an underground scene, and so it's kind of been encouraging to see some other bands do the same thing, and I definitely think that it's harder to book with other bands that aren't in that same kind of field too, because there's not too many of them doing albums. Yeah.
All right, I want to talk about you guys had your first almost album last year. Can you talk about the recording process of that and how, basically, what inspires some of the tracks on there?
So at the time when we recorded it was right before the election, well, the summer before, and I feel as though it kind of fueled a little bit of anger onto the album. It's definitely a concept of kind of post-Armageddon, just the end of democracy, kind of. And then, it is different than the first stuff that we had recorded, which was previously my solo stuff that I had just written. The new album's mainly written together.
Yeah.
We recorded it in 3 days.
Oh, wow.
In fact, by the time we got to vocals, I did all my vocals in about an hour. I just nailed it.
Wow.
Came out of the room just sweaty and big mess,
You killed it. It was great.
But Yash and Carrie that did our album were great. Carrie set up a wall of amps for me to get that great guitar tone that I was craving. I wanted it to be just massive.
And I think they really nailed, as far as my perspective, the orchestration and my ideas of what we wanted in certain sections, and it was cool just to kind of see everything come together. Sometimes you have a creative project in your mind, and then once you kind of see it all come together, it was great to work with those dudes to make that happen.
And the excitement, when we would nail a track, he would just come out jumping for joy. And when we were listening back to it, Yash and Carrie, they've been doing a lot of stuff. I think they're playing multiple bands in town, and Yash does producing his studio. He's at a new studio, I can't remember the name, but when we were listening back to the tracks, they would just Carrie would get up and just pumping his fist. They're like, this is just a great rock album, something, great songs, which I feel in present times, I rarely hear a band that just kind of grabs me because they have great songs. They might be the best players in the world, but the feeling behind it seems to have kind of diminished over the years, and I think it's making a comeback with the political environment and everything within all the craziness that's happening right now. In fact, I don't know. I think it's time for people to stand up and kind of shout back.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel the route we're taking, a little bit more driven towards the issues that are affecting us today. and us letting people know that we're not going to put up with it. One of the bands that was supposed to play right before us tomorrow night wasn't allowed in to the country, in Canada.
Wow.
Because 2 of the girls are Egyptian. And what were they called? Scar Theory. But they can, or Massive Scar Theory, I believe they were called. The border told them they basically just were not allowed in. They didn't have the right paperwork, whatnot. And their bass player, who is a United States citizen, they told him he had to complete a DNA test before they were allowed in the country. And it's just like that sort of thing doesn't need to happen. Yeah. And I don't think it's South by's fault or anything, but I think it's just time for people to start writing music that means something again and fights back.
Political music and we see political influence will be a part of your music going forward?
For sure. Yeah. All the newer stuff that I'm writing is very anti.
Okay.
It's just hard. I guess it's just in a world, how do you turn your head? In this world that we're in, how do we keep turning our heads? And I'm kind of done turning the head. So, it's at this point we think that it's not going to be all, it's also a blast. We're having a great time.
Right.
It's fun and it's energetic, but also there is got to be soul and there has to be some things that have to be addressed.
Kind of like, we always get you're duo, guy, girl, so you're like the White Stripes, I'm like, well, I guess you could say that, except for, if the White Stripes had a drummer that, not that Meg was a terrible drummer, I love her, but more like technical type stuff, and mixing in metal.
It's just different.
And
it's just different.
Yeah. It's fun, we have fun playing together, and, we're hoping for the future, just playing music.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for talking to me. If you want to keep up anything else with Screamin J, especially on their album that just released and some of their future work, make sure to go to all their Facebook and Twitter pages, and also stay with Austin Underground and all our different social medias and everything going on with South by Southwest. Again, thank you guys so much, and
thank you.
We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.